We've all been there. You're sitting at the office or mowing the lawn and you start unconsciously humming a tune. But what is that tune? It's familiar, but you just can't lock down where it came from. Weeks later, you're taking a relaxing afternoon to play some Dr. Mario, and there it is! I'm always getting songs from games stuck in my head, and it always bothers me when I can't figure out where they came from. So this video is to help you maybe track down a couple of your own earworms. Keep in mind, these are the top 15 video game songs that get stuck in my head. It doesn't mean these are my favorites, just the ones that I find myself humming the most often. Also, forewarning, these songs are going to get stuck in your head. I am not a big Mario fan. I love the Super Mario Bros. On the NES. I really like the Japanese version of Super Mario Bros. 2, which is mostly known as the Lost Levels over here, and I can enjoy me some Super Mario World. But that's about it. So how a Super Mario 64 song got stuck in my head is beyond me. But every now and then I catch myself humming or even singing this tune. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a great tune and obviously catchy as all heck. Maybe the reason this one always stands out to me is because I never really put much time into Mario 64, so the little opening stage is where I've spent most of my time in the game. Either way, as much as I'm not a fan of the series, I'm at least glad I got a good track like this one stuck in my head. Okay, this one makes sense. Finny and I have been playing Bubble Bobble for over 20 years now. It's just one we always enjoyed playing together growing up, so we still go back to it from time to time. And since the game pretty much just plays this one tune the entire time, it would be a miracle for it not to be locked in my mind. Bubble Bobble will always be one of my favorite arcade classics, so I'm always in a good mood when this track starts playing in my head. Power Blade is starting to gain more popularity now, but when I played it as a kid, nobody knew what the hell it was. It's essentially a Mega Man ripoff, but with more Schwarzenegger, and I've always loved it. So there's really no reason why I shouldn't have this Sector 1 tune playing in my head every now and then. It's a great track from a great game that had a stifled release mainly because it came out at the end of the NES's life. I'm always glad when this one pops into my head from time to time. I've said multiple times how Double Dragon 2 was the first game I ever played, so it totally makes sense that the song from Mission 2 would be playing in my head off and on. This game starts off so great, and that second stage is even better. You feel like a badass just smashing up thugs on the streets, then ending up on top of the city buildings at night, beating dudes up and chucking them off to their doom. There are so many great catchy tunes in this video, but this one will always have a special place as being one of the first video game tracks I've ever really heard. The Mystic Cave track isn't one that I even particularly enjoy. Maybe it's because I used to get stuck on this stage a lot as a kid, but I don't even really like this level. This song, however, is always playing in my damn head. It's like a nagging reminder of how much I used to struggle on this stage. And for some reason, I'll just never get over it because of this damn song. Yes, another Sonic tune right away. It's definitely not the best song the Sonic series has to offer, but the Save Select music from Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is an incredibly catchy tune. This one plays in my head at least once or twice a week. It's a great thinking song in my opinion and really suits what it's used for. Choosing which save file you want to use or load. Like I said, not the greatest, but I'm always hearing this one. I may not be very good at Punch-Out, but ever since I was a kid, it was a game I've loved to just turn on for a few minutes and see how far I can get. So it's not a surprise that the main fight theme from the game is constantly in my head. It's a great tune, to be honest. It's got a nice build-up and kinda has a bit of that old Rocky montage feel to it. It's so fitting for this game and so damn catchy. Oh man, this song. Such a great little track. This was my alarm on my phone for a while until I found out how terrifying this is to wake up to in the morning. The Gourmet Race theme from Kirby Superstar just has that get up and go feel to it. It's ultra catchy as well, which is why it's here at number 8. The amount of my childhood spent playing Boogerman on the Genesis is actually quite disgusting now that I think of it. So it's no wonder the theme from the first stage in the game is always coming back into my head. I remember my grandma got this game for me for Christmas one year, and later that day she saw me playing it and was disgusted that this was the game she had gotten me. What did she expect from a game titled Boogerman, a pick and flick adventure? This is a tune that melts my heart and puts a smile on my face every time I hear it. Dragon Warrior on the NES is probably the game I've played the most times in my life, and that opening never gets old. This tune is so good that it's featured in some way or another in every single Dragon Quest game to date. I've probably heard this tune over 1,000,000 times, and it's always a pleasure when it gets stuck in my head and I find myself humming it. If this is number 6, surely the top 5 have to be from some incredible games, right? Well, not entirely. Now, don't get me wrong, Blades of Steel on the NES isn't a bad game, but it's not on the same level as, say, Kirby, Punch-Out, Dragon Quest, or classic Sonic. This little tune that plays before each game, however, it's pretty damn good. I probably got this one in my head from years of playing Blades of Steel with my stepbrother. Being Canadian, you'd maybe expect me to be a big fan of hockey, but in reality I couldn't tell you the first damn thing about it. But I do love playing Blades of Steel from time to time. Hey Mike, remember that time I beat you 30-0? Now this is a game that's just not that great. Again, it could be worse, but Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the NES is a fairly lackluster game with some catchy-ass tracks. I secretly love this song. It's just so upbeat and bouncy. It's too bad that I pretty much get bulldozed to death immediately after this song starts all the time. For being a really good tune that's one of my most hummed songs, TMNT on the NES's Overworld 1 theme holds strong at number 4. Oh man, now this is a fucking song. Crash Man's song is probably my favorite Mega Man stage music ever, so it's always a pleasure to have this one stuck in my head. I'm not sure what it is about this one that makes me love it so much. It's definitely a head mover and is bouncy as fuck. Maybe I just like bouncy NES tunes. For not only being an incredibly good track, but one that's in my head almost all the time, Crash Man's theme earns its spot at number 3. so many late nights under the blankets with a flashlight playing Pokémon Blue as a kid. It's no wonder this one is forever etched into my mind. I remember going to bed early some nights just so I could secretly stay up and play this bad boy. And every time you start the game up, you're greeted to this catchy, powerful tune. It really gives you that feeling like you're about to begin a great journey, and that's what the early Pokémon games will always be to me. For being such a classic, powerful tune that's in my head at least twice a week, the opening theme from Pokémon Blue and Red sits here at number 2. I couldn't narrow down the number 1 catchy video game tune, so I had to put them both on here. They're both from Donkey Kong Country. Simeon's Segway is the tune that plays when you're in the world map selecting which stage you're going to play next. It's such a simple but catchy tune. To be honest, I find this one very relaxing and always welcome it when it starts playing in my head. The second song is Bonus Room Blitz. This song is a tune that just gets me going. It's so upbeat and exciting, I sometimes find myself humming it when I have a lot to get done in a short amount of time. I find myself humming both of these tracks almost every day. Because of that, there are no other songs that could have made number 1 on the list. Now it's time for some honorable mentions. Toki is another game I don't think a lot of people have played. I've seen a few people playing the Genesis or even arcade versions, but for me the NES version will always be the best one. It's a pretty simple game that gets pretty tough as you progress through it. It all reaches a peak at the final stage, the Golden Palace. And as a reward for getting there, you get this absolute banger of a track. I find this one playing in my head quite a bit, but it's not the only tune from Toki that gets stuck in my head. The other one is the opening song, which also plays between each stage. As you progress through the game, it's always showing you how far you've come, as well as a map of the world you're in. The map music is also fairly intense, which I think keeps you amped for the next stage. And finally, I'd like to mention New Junk City from Earthworm Jim, another great catchy first stage theme. This one really covers both the silliness and intensity of the game. I want to thank you all for watching this video, and if you haven't yet, please give me a like and subscribe. I'm also streaming at least 3 nights a week on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Dookie03, so give me a follow there and I hope to see you again soon.